How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And you know what? Shit happens. So last night, I was watching TV and I noticed there was a really really bad wet spot on one of my pillows. And it turns out, I mean, it was raining like bad last night. If you watched my previous video, it rained the entire day and it continued on throughout the entire night, right up until about 6 a.m. this morning. And yeah, I discovered that there's a pretty bad leak in my ceiling fan that is over my bed. I've had a leak there before, but when you're living in a van and you're staying in a Walmart parking lot and it's the middle of the night, there's not a lot you can do about that situation, save blocking it off somehow, right? But like I said, it was like right onto where my pillows were. So quite annoying. I was able to turn my diesel heater on for a little bit. It was kind of cool last night, so that was beneficial in and of itself. I turned it on and I sort of positioned the wet pillow over my wheel well box right there because the vent for my heater's down there. And it, in no time flat, the pillow was dry. That's one of the hugely beneficial things of having a diesel heater in your van when you're living in it. But that leak just continued. I kind of cleaned up around the edge of the fan where it looked like it was coming from. The problem was it was coming from behind the sort of shroud trim piece. It's the Max Air fan, and it's got that piece that you put in from the inside, very similar to this right here, right? It's actually the exact same. And it was happening behind this. So this was my solution. And I went through about, I don't know, 20 sheets of paper towel. This is the setup we have right now, just in case. This towel, and then we look up here. This is where it was leaking from, and this was my solution was to, hey, I'm gonna turn on my flashlight on my phone. Come up here, we can see, yeah, I was just sort of shoving this behind the shroud here. If you can kind of see how it comes down a little bit. There, it just dripped, like you can see it's soaking wet, so it's time to change this again. So we can pull this out. My goodness, that is a heck of a leak. Pull that out. Wow, you can see the water on the shroud itself. Come over here. This is just like 2 pieces of paper towel rolled up. That's a heck of a lot of water. So now I'm going to take this shroud off and see just how bad it is. Obviously the leak is coming from outside. I'm hoping that it's the seal around the fan. I mean, it should be. I guess there's a small chance it could be somewhere else on the roof. And I've got lap sealant that I've been meaning to redo up there for a while. Of course, you can't put lap sealant on when it's wet or whatnot. It needs to be above a certain temperature outside. The temperature is supposed to stay dry. It's not supposed to rain anymore today. And the temperature should hit about 18 degrees Celsius, so we should be okay. It just means I also won't be able to drive anywhere with my van tonight. So hopefully I can get this sorted out sooner rather than later, but let's start by getting that shroud off and see what's going on under there. It's not ideal, is it? How'd you like your joint medicine on your food? Your joints feeling better? Yeah, I don't think it works that fast, eh? You're already back up in the loft, are you? Yeah, I'm staying up high where it's nice and dry. This is bullshit. First things first, we'll bring some additional light back here with us just to help us see. Stella, don't look right at it. And I'm gonna need, how big do we think those little screw heads are? They're probably smaller than 8 mil. Oh yeah, way smaller than 8 mil. Okay. Oh man, I was gonna make myself a coffee with my Keurig, which I don't normally do, but I don't have any energy drinks left in my fridge. And now I also realize I don't have any water left in my fridge. I suppose I could just continue to put paper towels up there and wring that out into the Keurig, but that sounds gross. So let's make a quick trip into Walmart. And I guess we'll go with water. That's probably the smarter option. Actually, welcome to how my brain works. Yes, I will go into Walmart to get that water. But first, I am going to take the shroud off. Just so you can see what's going on. Part of me is just expecting a whole bunch of water to just come pouring out, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. Ooh, yeah, it's wet up there. That's for darn sure. What was that saying? How is that dry? This is soaking wet, but that's dry. It's not like one of these screws was piercing anything because they don't go through the root. Oh, there's the drip. Oh, it's just right there. Gosh darn it. All right. Let's see what we can see. Right up in there. Can I get the camera any higher? That is obnoxious. I guess we should go take a peek at the roof. Where's that coming from? Way up there. Look at it dripping down. Lovely. I am death, destroyer of worlds. My goodness. All right, well, let's go into the store and get a coffee because I don't know how clear I'm going to be able to think without that. And it is still incredibly chilly out. Ugh. Yeah, well, here's your bloody brass problem. Look at this. Like he's got a bit of a dent in her roof. Creates an absolute puddle. I wonder. I had Amber, sorry, I'm hip chucking my garbage over here. I had Amber grab me this condensed air spray can from her work yesterday to clean out the back of the air conditioner. I wonder if this will just get rid of that water. Let's find out, eh, Penny? All right. Probably not the better idea I've ever had, but oh, it's not gonna be hard enough. You know what? Maybe taking Lucky for a rip is the best solution here. Get her up on like highway speeds or something and see what it does. I think that's what I'm gonna do instead. This is a waste of this air can. Okay, and you know what? I am gonna do that because it sounds like it'll work to me. Plus I wanna go get a coffee and I gotta get rid of my garbage, which I just almost hip chucked off of the door. So I'll rip down to Fish Creek Park and then back out, and then a nice drive out on the ring road should help. But we're gonna attack it from two angles, and we're gonna use the EcoFlow Wave 2 air conditioner / heater, and we're gonna get the heating function. We're gonna put the hose on the front, right up here where the air comes out, and we're gonna point the hose right up at where I just took the fan shroud. Lovely. Fan shroud off of. So, unfortunately, that means I gotta take this off because this is the one that clips onto the front, I believe. Actually, maybe not. I might not even have to do that. I was prepared to because I was like, my house is wet and I don't like it, but maybe this just comes right off this one and snaps onto this one. Who put this TV here? Clearly in the way. Wait, that can't be right. What is that one for then? Oh, that one's for the front. I'm confused. Maybe we take the hose off first, make this a little easier on ourselves. So you should just... Oh no, you're not gonna clip on like that, are you? Darn it! This isn't right. No, that's not right. Okay, I think I'm a big fat liar and got excited for no reason. Pretty sure it's this one. Let's see. Duct tape for the win. Okay, so I got that clipped on there. Yes, it was the one that was attached to the fan, so here's what it is. Then we're gonna put the hose on here and see how well we can just sort of point this in the general direction. I guess I can move this up a little bit. There we go. That's pretty much, move this out of the way. That's pretty much right at where the water's coming in. Let's turn this bad boy on. Now, change the mode to... I guess I could just use fan as well, but we may as well use the heater function. It's gonna make in here cool. We're gonna let that do its thing and see what it does. We'll go for a rip and cross every appendage that we have. Science experiments. While I'm doing this and going for this drive, I may as well get the next vlog uploading, which is this one right here. So we will do that, and then we'll be on our way. All right, we got this one ready. Click schedule, and we are good to go. Do your checks, YouTube. Do your checks. How good is our Wi-Fi connection today? Not too bad for a 29-minute video. Stella's nestled herself in the back, right next to the unit. You're a weird duck. You're a weird duck. Yay, there we go. All right. I don't know. This is problem solving 101. All right, so let's go get a bloody coffee. All right, I unplugged my FM transmitter. Let's do it. All right, that was about a 15 minute drive, mostly high speeds. Let's see what it looks like up here. Ugh, use your good leg. Good leg. Yeah, pretty much dry. It worked. Yois. I also have this little like Ryobi blower tool that Martin sent me, but I think it's stowed away inside my Thule storage unit. Thule roof storage bin? I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, that pretty much did that. Now we just gotta let the air do its thing, get rid of the rest, and I'm gonna have to take all of this off. The problem is, it's very uneven up here. So look at that, that could even have been where water was getting in, but we gotta get all of this old crap off, which is always super fun. Let's see how this is doing. This, oh, that's nice and hot. 30 degrees Celsius in there. No, no. Can you see what's going on in there? I can't see what's going on. I think I still feel a little dampness. So, oh yeah, there's still a bunch of water coming in there. I'm gonna open this fan up now as well. It's a nice airflow happening. And we'll just leave this. I'm gonna check the battery of this. Actually, I guess just check the battery down there. 3 ticks. But I can also use the app to see exactly what it's at. All right, let's get rid of some garbage. And some cat dookie. All right, so I'm just sort of letting that do its thing and dry out a little bit before I start attacking the silicone with a like X-Acto knife or whatever. And I've been looking at my like water station area here. This is, if you don't know what my water station area is, that's this area here. Doesn't usually include a squirt gun, but thank you, Lorna. And for the longest time, actually there's a whole vlog, well, not a whole vlog about it, but there was a vlog where I focused a lot in very early days of my van life on this guy. I'm gonna change the camera angle. I focused on finding this basket at Superstore and installing it, and it's been sort of just like my catch-all for toiletries and whatnot, and now apparently stoner frisbees. And I know it's starting to bother me. Not in like a, oh God, I can't live with myself sort of way, but in a, maybe it's time for a change sort of way. So also it's just got a whole bunch of knives hanging off of it. That can't be safe. So we're gonna take off all of these and we're gonna transform this area into a little bit more of a, what's the word? Quaint, not as busy bathroom station. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is use my Yeti mug that Amber got me, and I'm gonna Velcro it down here where my water pump used to be to cover up that nasty hole that you probably can't see, but it is down there. And then put that there, and that'll be where my kiddos and mine's toothbrush go. We're going camping this weekend, so my brain is kind of working in overdrive on how I can make this place just a little bit better. Well, that's kind of where my brain's always at. But I digress. Let's remove a basket, shall we? All right, I think I need the bigger bit. These ones are a little bit bigger than the fan screws. Nice. All right, we're gonna need the extension. Hang on. Oh, we're good. There we go. Haha. And we got a wall back. Look at all that room for more stickers. All right, now I'm just gonna get this area cleaned up because of course this whole place just exploded, but we gotta do something while we're waiting for the leak to dry. All right, we got our Velcro on there, a la Just Cam and his Jeep. Thank you again, sir, as always. Just slap this guy right there. Yes, I know some of the integrity will be compromised with it covering that hole, but I think we're gonna be just fine. Don't forget to put your plant back. Actually, you know what? That might come in handy. Been a hot minute since I've done anything about this obviously real plant that I've had since October 18th, 2021. All right. Nice clean plant. All right, we got this area tidied up now. We got our tools here. Excellent. Got to give this a wipe down. Obviously have to figure out a better solution for my water pick, my mouthwash, my lotion. There's places in Lucky where those things can go. I'm just happy that that's gone. I mean, it's not gone. It's right there. I'll find a use for it, or I'll put it in storage for the next build. Hey-oh. But I like it when there's changes like that, like drastic changes, because in a small space, anytime you make a change like that, you notice it, and it's nice. It keeps things fresh. It's kind of like when I was growing up, you would reorganize your bedroom, move your bed from one side of the room in one orientation to the other side in a different one, and just, I don't know, it's just nice. Anyways, whilst we finish up waiting for that to dry, we are down in Fish Creek Park, which means there is one thing left to do. All right, and we got a nice empty tank again. And nobody was the wiser. I got my tool roll down here. Aha. It's equipped with an X-Acto knife. Ooh, not a lot of blade. Hopefully that's enough. So I'm going to attempt to get up there and remove as much as I can. As quality content as that would be. Doors closing. Thank you, wind. We won't film it. I will spare you the details of that, but not of me walking my pee bottle to the washroom to dispose of it. You clicked the thumbnail. Hello, Penny. All right, so got the majority of it off. I'm only gonna do the side that is leaking, and it actually is that big, massive side. I'm now remembering that from when I was messing around with this back in December at my parents' place in BC. So I've actually put a bunch of salt in there after I clean out all the gunk. There's still some water in there, and I don't have my blower with me. I'm wondering if it's in my storage unit. Anyway, that's happening up there now. We're gonna rip back down to Walmart, hunker down, and get that lap sealant up there, probably with a little bit more butyl tape. I know people are gonna say, you need to use butyl tape and lap sealant. There is butyl tape up there. The van's just wonky. That's just the way it is. I also ran into a subscriber down here. Hi, Mark. It was great meeting you. He drove up, he saw me working on the outside of Lucky and said, you know, I've seen you around the city a few times, but I've never wanted to bother you while you're inside the van, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you very much. And it was a really nice conversation. So Mark, if you're watching this, sup. You're also just like right there, but that's right now. And this is later. All right, let's go. You ready, Miss Penny? Hold on to your butt. You're very perched up there. I don't know how well that's going to work out for you. I'm now warm, so let's get some AC going as well. There's the top of Mark's van. I remember now, yeah, I don't think you're supposed to drive the vehicle or whatever after putting the lap sealant on for an X amount of time. But when I installed my first fan, I was doing that out by Ghost Dam on a very windy day. And obviously I wasn't gonna hang out there for 24 hours or whatever. I don't even know if it's that long. I looked on the bottle, it doesn't actually say. But I drove immediately after that, and that fan has not leaked at all. So it's about 11:30 now. I can get back down to Walmart, get that applied. That should be more than enough time to let it set before I gotta pick up my little girl, and we should be good to go. Although that's exactly what I thought the last time I did this. But that was with silicone and not self-leveling lap sealant. Here we go. We're gonna nestle her back in, probably over here. Let's see how this backup camera treats us. We'll go like this. All right, let's give it a go. I feel like my rain shroud is a little low. Pretty good. Hey, Penny, we backed it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that rain shroud. Where, oh, where is my little dog gone? Where, oh, where can he be? Damn it, what the heck? Okay, of course it's windy as all get out there. All right, so this is what we got. We are using self-leveling lap sealant. With a very handsome gentleman on it. Okay, he must be Mr. Lap Sealant. Or Mr. Dicor, I don't know. Could go either way. There we go. Okay, pokey stabby. Pokey frickin' stabby. All right, like I said, it's windy as all get out, so I'm just gonna get up there and do this, and I will be right back after these messages from our sponsors. Lock and load, mother. So, don't hire me. I wouldn't take the job anyway, but fix the garbage can, my goodness. This is what Lucky's new seal job looks like. Hey, she's sealed up. We'll see how she do. And hopefully, no more wet head. Let's get these off. The next thing to check, hi Stella, is how this did. Oh wait, where's my flashlight? It must still be back here. The battery died. I had this running on maximum heat the whole time. Definitely puts out a decent amount of heat. And, it's hard for me to get it on the camera, but I would say that that is nice and dry. So, fingers crossed that this all works out. Of course, I won't know till the next torrential downpour, and I don't know when that's scheduled for. I guess I put my shroud back up. Or leave it off for now to... No, I'm not going to leave it off. I was going to say leave it off to monitor. But that's just going to be something else in the way. No bueno. And time to return from whence you came. Don't pinch the wires. Nobody likes a pinched wire. Highly technical, very professional. So behind me, I'm just in my van screwing all in a day's work. And now I can block out the light again. Not that I couldn't do that before, but I couldn't do it without the shroud. Now it is time to go into Walmart. Kind of like how I was planning on doing first thing this morning before I went and got the coffee. Because, as I mentioned, no water. And the kitty cats are clearly going to die of thirst. Just kidding, they seem very chill right now, but we need the water anyway. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run in, grab that. We'll give the kitties, we'll fill up their dish, and then we're just gonna kind of hunker down, do some editing, and wait for that lap sealant to level itself out. That's my plan. What say you? Hey, Penny, you come to say hi? You're laying awfully close to a pile of knives. You notice? Yeah, do you notice? Oh, little good kitty. Good kitty. All right, I'm gonna go get you some H2O, okay? You thirsty, thirsty girl? All right. I wonder how many times I've done this exact walk. Right, also picked up some energy drinks for my camping trip. I'm still gonna have to do a proper grocery shop, probably tomorrow morning, just so the food is as fresh as it can be. Which means I'll be doing inventory on my refrigerator tonight. I'm sure there's a few things in there that could go bye-bye, as there usually is. Now we can water the cats. There you go, they seem very thrilled and excited. They haven't moved an inch. There goes the door again. And yeah, I just checked on the sealant, looks really good. That stuff looks really cool if you've never seen the self-leveling stuff. Once it like smooths itself out, it just looks like there's no compromised areas. It just kind of just one solid mass. It's very cool. Anyway, we'll let that do its thing. I'm gonna do my thing, and we'll check in a little bit later. All right, so it's a few hours later. It's looking pretty much the same. It's still a little soft, but it survived. So hopefully she hardens up overnight and we're good to go. Everybody just calm down. Hello, little girl, how are you? Yes. I still gotta go get a few things at good old Wally Mart, but it is not for us to experience on this entry of the vlog. It'll just be for me. Stella, hello. Yes, I know. Oh, really? What else? Do you know what? You guys know what? Vern bought you guys some cat food. Yeah, he did. We had to drop the rest off at the storage unit because Vern was incredibly generous and bought 3 cases of cat food. And that is, that's very kind, Vern. That is stuff that really does help us out more so than getting other things. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. As do to Kid'em cats, right? But you don't get any more right now because you haven't cleaned your bowls. Suck up. Yeah. That's quite the angle for you, Stella. When you do this wide angle lens like that, woo. All right. Well, all I can do at this point is fingers crossed no rain happens before that sealant is completely set, and then keep my eye on it. I mean, it definitely goes to show, do it right the first time. You don't have to, you probably won't have these sorts of struggles, but also you don't always have the necessary, I would say tools, but it's like building equipment at your disposal. Sometimes you find yourself in a unique situation where you gotta plug a hole and you don't got the right plug. I'm gonna stop this right here. So until the next one, everybody, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive, and remember, only dead fish go with the flow. We'll see you all in the next one.